Hey everybody, thanks for watching. In this video we're going to be looking at the phase shift for sine graphs. If you want to follow along, the links to the companion worksheet are in the description below. Also, don't forget to click that subscribe button to see all the videos that we have coming out from the channel. So let's get started. Now, when we're looking for the phase shift of sine, the idea is that where's the middle? So if I draw the middle here, the middle is at -4. Now, how did I know it was there? Well, it's -4 is halfway between -7 and -1. And sine normally starts at the middle going up. And so we could say that the phase shift for sine is 0. But that's not the only spot where it's hitting the middle going up. We could also say that it has a phase shift of 2. We could say that the whole thing got moved over that much. And we could also say that the phase shift is over here and that it got moved over to here. And so the phase shift for sine could be either 0, -2, or +2. The important thing to note is that the phase shift is always separated by whatever the period length is. So for this one, it takes 2 on the x-axis before this graph starts over again. So from -2 to 0 is 2, from 0 to 2 is 2, so we could say that the next phase shift is 4. Now some teachers always say pick the phase shift that's the closest to the y-axis, but it doesn't matter. They're all equally valid. So for the next one, if we were to draw the middle, let's see, from -4 to +4, well, the middle is right on the x-axis. So we're looking for where is it going to hit that middle spot and go up. Well, here's one spot right here. And so if sine normally starts at the origin, it got moved over -1. But that's not the only spot. Now it's not here because yes, it's in the middle, but it's going down. Sine starts in the middle going up. So that means we're looking at this spot over here. And so this spot is -11. And so because these are 10 units apart, that tells us that that's the period length of this function. Now this over here is not where the sine function begins its cycle because, again, it's in the middle, but it's going down. So on this graph, these are the only two places where we could identify the phase shift, at -11 and -1, because it starts in the middle, going up. All right. So now for the next one, our values go from -1 to +3. So the number in the middle is +1. So where does it hit in the middle going upwards? Well, it hits right here. Normally it would be here, but it got moved over -pi units that way. We could also say that it got moved over to here. And so our phase shifts could either be -pi, it's negative because it's moving to the left, or +3pi because it got moved to the right. And because these are 4pi apart, that's how long the period length of this graph is. So then finally, over here, this graph goes from -4 to +2. So the middle number, so the middle value is right here at -1. So let's see, where's this value going to be? It's going to be right here. Normally it would start on the y-axis right there, but whoops, went too far. We want this spot right here. Now this is halfway between pi/2 and pi. Now let's think about that. This is pi multiplied by 1/2 and pi multiplied by 1. So just forget that pi's there and just think of this as 1/2 and 1. So what number is between 1/2 and 1? Well, that's 3/4. So we just put the pi back in. So this is at 3pi/4. And so that is the phase shift. Now, I hesitate to figure out what this one is because our graph isn't labeled here. So since we don't have any extra information, we're just going to go with this as being the one phase shift. Are there more? Yeah, there could be, but we're just going to use that one. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have suggestions or problems you want to see worked out, type a comment below. To support the channel, click the Patreon link to help keep this going. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, the best way to understand something is to do it.